Okay, so right now we're on page 78 in your Springboard, and we're going to move on to activity 6.3. On activity 6.3, I want to point out there are two topics. The first topic is the power of zero, and the second topic is the power of powers. So in order to be successful today, you should know how to simplify expressions with zero as the exponent, and how to simplify expressions with a power that is then raised to another power. So we're going to start with the power of zero. So here, in example A, I want to talk about this notion of like 7 divided by 7. So if we have a number divided by itself, so either 7 divided by 7, or 6 divided by 6, or 5 divided by 5, we get the same quotient for all of those numbers. They all equal 1. So let's take that and let's put it in exponential form. So 7 is the same thing as 7 to the power of 1. They equal. 7 is the exact same thing as 7 to the power of 1. So you would have 7 to the power of the 1 on top, 7 to the power of 1 on the bottom. If you did your dividing with exponents rules, you could do 1 minus 1, and that equals 7 to the 0. Now going back to that, 7, so let's go back up and let's look up here. So that's the same thing as saying 7 divided by 7, which is the same thing as saying it equals 1. The whole thing there. It's not a fraction, it's not an exponent, the quotient is simply 1. So one more time. 7 divided by 7 is the same thing as 7 to the power of 1, 7 to the power of 1, which is the same thing as using your division rules. Divided by 1 equals 7 to the power of 0, which equals 1. Okay, so your property for this, we'll come back to that, your property for this is that, so there's your LEQ, any number to the power of 0 equals 1. So go ahead and get that written in. We're going to do another example. So if I have 3 to the power of 0, okay, if it's written just like that, 3 to the power of 0, I know that it equals 1. Okay, if I had x, whatever number to the power of 0, it's going to equal 1. And again, the rationale or the reasoning behind that is that 3 to the power of 0 is the same thing as saying 3 to the first over 3 to the first, which is the same thing as saying 3 over 3, which is the same thing as saying 1. Okay, that is my rationale or my reasoning. Or I could also say, for the sake of ACE response, I could say that this is my evidence. All right, so now what I want you to do is I want you to go back to the try these A, and in your book, I want you to do the try these A. Okay, and then you're going to, we're going to check your answer.